The do-it-yourself alien stone being instructions. Meet Stoney, an unexpected presence from beyond the familiar. Whether he's exploring distant star systems or making new friends, he is always ready for adventure. Stoney might be the coolest dude to include in your sci-fi party treat bags. For a kid's party, you can do multiple colors of braid elastics for the arms and regular or glittered felt for the face and stone decorations. You can change the color of the washcloth too. Check out Amazon for bulk 12 by 12 multicolored washcloths, which are reasonably priced. There are 5 different color combinations. Get the PDF links below the video for a printout of both the materials and the patterns.
Greeting Earth friends. Here I am up close. Here's me with attitude.
Grrr.
Steam iron the washcloth front and back. The cloth I'm using today is 12 by 12. Now cut off the tag if there is one.
Find the center on each side of the washcloth by folding it over. Mark both the center of the washcloth and measure 2 3/4 inches in and mark it.
Once you finish marking on that side, refold the washcloth, turn it around, and do the same markings on the other side.
Now find the center mark and cut all the way into the 2 3/4 inch mark, and do this all the way around the washcloth. It will look like this.
To form the first 4 arms, roll each corner to the center like this, making sure the corner end is pointed. Clip it with sewing clips a couple of times. Later, I'll show you how to add 1 to 4 more arms.
This is how it will look. Instructions. In order to get Stoney to stand up, he will need pipe cleaners in his arms. It will also give the ability to maneuver all of the arms up to the shoulders. Use 3 pipe cleaners for each arm. Twist the pipe cleaners together. Twist 3 pipe cleaners together, leaving 1 1/2 inch untwisted at the end for the hands. Bend over all of the ends of the pipe cleaners about 1/4 inch. Print out and cut out the quilt batting pattern in the description box below the video. Once you have cut out the batting, fold it in half and cut it again. Now you will have 2 by 2 3/4 pieces of batting for each arm. Wrap both pieces of batting around the pipe cleaners at the hand end and secure it with braid elastics. The 1/2 inch space in between is for the elbow joint. If you want more than 4 arms, twist more pipe cleaners and cut more batting. Unclip one arm and place a pipe cleaner in it. Re-roll the arm and clip it with sewing clips. How to anchor thread to terry cloth. Double thread a needle and then tie a knot in the end. Thread the needle through the terry cloth and then go through the double thread at the end by the knot to anchor it to the terry cloth. Anchor the thread to the very top of the arm and sew down to the hand, narrowing as you sew to form a wrist. I'm doing 2 fingers, but you can do 3 if you want. Spread out the pipe cleaners, 1 on one side and 2 on the other. Place the point of the corner in the center and sew it up.
Tie it off.
Before you sew the other arms, measure both the length and the width to make sure they are roughly the same. If you want 3 fingers, spread out the pipe cleaners and clip the center one at the corner point. Fold up the bottom like this and sew around all 3 fingers. To form the face and head, check all around the sides for the widest area that will do best for the head. Fold in each side of the head until you make a blunt point. Clip each side with sewing clips or alligator clips. Sew up each side of the head from the tip upwards. Don't forget to anchor the thread. Once you get to the arm, which should be about 1.5 to 2 inches, tie it off. Just make sure each side of the head is the same length. Separate the pipe cleaners on each side of the head and then stuff the head. Now to finish the top of the head and any additional arms. Wrap an elastic around all of the pipe cleaners. Bend the pipe cleaners back on the arm connected with it. Measure down 1 inch or slightly more if needed to go under the arm material and mark them at that point. Cut the pipe cleaners at that point. You may have to cut them one at a time. Bend over the ends of all 3 pipe cleaners 1/4 of an inch and tuck them under the arm material. Now do the same with the other pipe cleaners. It will look like this. In order for Stoney to be fully functional, he needs to have 1 or 2 more arms added in the back. So before we finish off the top of the head, I'm going to show you how to add more arms. Note, arms can also be added to the sides too if you want an octopus, kraken, or a tarantula. Once again, depending on how many additional arms you want, we need to find the center of each side of the second washcloth by folding it over. Mark both the center of the cloth and measure down 2 3/4 inches in and mark it. Once you have marked and cut the sides, like at the beginning of the instructions, take a ruler and mark a line so you can cut off the corners to make each additional arm.
Now cut off the corners. Place a pipe cleaner on the corner. Roll it each side.
Clip it with sewing clips.
When sewing the arm, make the first half of an inch about as narrow as possible so it will easily fit into the hole.
Sew up the arm, narrowing as you sew to form a wrist, and sew a hand with 2 or 3 fingers. Measure about an eighth of an inch down from the top of the head and mark where you want to place the arms. Use some pointed scissors to clip a plus sign in the back of the head. Bend over the pipe cleaner slightly so they don't catch on the material and feed them into the hole. Make sure the arm is on the right way. Mine wasn't. First, sew around the hole starting at the bottom. Sew around twice if you think it will be more secure. Measure the pipe cleaners about an inch over the head like this and mark them. Cut them off and bend them over. Tuck them under the existing pipe cleaners. Measure the entire top of the head, including the folded over area, not just the hole. Add a half of an inch to both measurements. For example, if the measurement is 2 by 2 1/4 inches, make it 2 1/2 inches by 2 3/4 inches. Draw it out in the washcloth material. The measurement may be different every time, and that's why we can't make a pattern. Cut it out. Tuck the front under. Place the headpiece squarely on top of the head. Make sure it is centered with the front and back arms and pin it. Measure down 1/4 of an inch on each end and pin it at each end. Anchor the thread 1/4 inch in and sew across the front. Tie it off at the 1/4 inch mark. Stuff the head. Fold over the back 1/4 inch through the same indentations and sew it up. Stuff the head more by the sides if needed or if you want it lumpy. Now you should be able to tuck the ends of the headpiece under and sew them up. Note, this is your last chance to stuff the head and arms. I needed to stuff one of the front arms in order to fill out the head. Once the headpiece ends are sewn, wrap braid elastics around each joint in the arms once or twice, shoulders, elbows, and wrists. This step is optional. Use tweezers or a crochet hook as tools if necessary. The overhead view. Front view of Stoney. To cut out small pieces easily, use temporary gel glue stick on the back of the pattern and cut them out. Look for the links to these patterns below the video in the description box. Add on stone decorations and facial features of choice. Be sure to use fabric glue even if the material is sticky backed. If you want Stoney to have a tough guy attitude, place the antlers closer to his eyes. Grrr. Stoney is 8 inches wide across the front and 6 inches wide across the back. He stands 3 1/4 inches tall to the tip of his antlers. Instructions. Trim any snags in the terrycloth with scissors. If printing the poem card on cardstock paper, be sure to adjust the printer to heavyweight paper. Use a hole punch to punch a hole in the corner. A poem card for a sci-fi party. Born where ancient comets roam, the galaxy has been his home. Across the stars his friendships grow, sharing truths we long to know. Patch a card with needle and string or gold lame. Tip: the manuscript of this video is in the description box below. It includes basic measurements, folding directions, and sewing steps for the washcloth project. Feel free to print it and use it as a reference when recreating the project at your own pace. To print, copy the text and paste it into a Word document. From a simple square to a heartfelt share, TerryGami crafts. Please remember to share, like, and subscribe. You might also like to make my gray alien for a sci-fi party or my potpourri angels for Christmas stocking stuffers. Thanks so much for watching. Bye now.